Good morning. Welcome to Planet Mojo. Today, I'm going to pick up where I left off yesterday. Yesterday, I started to repot these purple prairie clover, and then I was interrupted by a whining dog. I had to dog sit, and it just kind of blew the whole day away. So I just worked on my day job the entire day. Got 13 hours in on it. So I'm not actually sure if that's what I really should do it, but looking at these tiny little pots, I don't know if it's even worth it. Maybe I should just put these right into the ground. At any rate, I made a big list. I got the bale garden. It was day 10 today, so I got the 1 cup of balanced fertilizer on it and watered it in. There are 11 wavy hairgrass here. These came in the mail and we did not order them. Absolutely did not. There's no order confirmation, nothing. And they charged us for them. It's really weird. We have to call them, but I guess we'll take them. You know, I do need them. I didn't want to spend the money on them, but I guess we'll pop them in. I know a place where I believe this grows wild. There's an entire road full of it, kind of a shady road. It's called Norwegian Hollow. I'll take you guys over there a little bit later in the year and see if that is wavy hairgrass, so maybe I can get some local samples from there. We might have some down in the woods here too, so if I run across any, I'll transplant some up here. I'm going to fertilize these. I was going to transplant them today, but I'm not going to have the time. By the time I get all that stuff ready to go, I really need an entire day to do that because I have a ton of transplants to do. So what I'm going to do is fertilize these today. They can use a full strength for potted stuff fertilizer, and then let them wait a couple days, or at least a day, until I can get to them. They're getting pretty damn big, but some of these purple coneflowers are looking pretty lousy. Some are looking just fine. So I'm going to get these fertilized, and I'll get these fertilized. Oh, I don't know if I'll fertilize them. I might just water them. These got to get in the ground right away as well, and they cannot dry out. So at the minimum, I'm going to water them and try to get them transplanted tomorrow. Today we have another track meet. If you've seen yesterday's video, Natalie has the record for the high jump at her school, which is awesome. That's also awesome. This is kind of a Mother's Day gift for my wife. The lupines died before, so I planted another tray of them, and one is coming up already. I got a heat mat on it because it's been so cold. Hoping that does well. Got a couple days. I want some sprouts in there, and it looks like I got a little bit of a start. I did see, oh, there's one right there. They're so tiny. There's one right there. I'm not sure if this will focus on it or not. But this is the purple love grass. The seeds are so damn small. They say to put 3 per cell, but there's no way I could find where I couldn't get, if I get any, I get 8 or 10. So, and you can't bury these, so they have to be on the surface, and then you just gently press it down, and then you got to keep it moist. So I'm really going to have to watch these, but there are some signs of life in that. I don't even have a tag on this. I wonder what happened to it. But I believe, oh, I don't even know. We'll find out once it starts growing, I guess. Bottle brush. No sign of life in the bottle brush. June grass. I really don't have a big plan for the June grass. This stuff is looking pretty good. There's a couple that are looking pretty poorly. These need to be transplanted. I'm putting them in 4-inch pots, and they're going to sit until, oh, I'm not sure when I'm going to put these in the ground. These are cool season prairie grass, so I want to find some spots for them. I'm going to kill off some area, probably across the street on the side of the hill there, and try to get them in there. They're interesting looking grass, so the areas that we don't want to cut, I want to get at least some cool season prairie grasses in there. These need to be transplanted real quick, but again, I don't have the time today. I have to get in there. The dog was eating, so I'm dog sitting again today. Okay, I'll get to these in just a second. I gotta go check on the dog and bring her out. Okay, there she is. Hi, baby. Come on, Izzy. I've been training her today to stick around when I'm outside working, to amuse herself and not go in the road. So I got, oh, get out of there. Chicken pooped right on the sill. Yeah, the joys of having chickens walking around. So she has a couple pieces of bark in here that she really likes to carry around and play with. So she should be just fine. Okay, last little peek. Little blue stem not coming up. I know for a fact from planting that last year that the little blue stem is slow to come up. And I haven't been heating out here, and it's been really cool the last few days. So these are all warm season grasses, so they want to be a bit warmer than it is right now. The only one that I can really tell for sure that's coming up is the side oats grandma. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that at all. And that would make sense. Oats, it's like you just look at it and it sprouts. So this is getting a little bit dry. So I got to water all this stuff. Water, fertilize. Then I have to get out and I have to spray glyphosate, and I have to spray 2,4-D. 2 tanks of 2,4-D, 1 tank of glyphosate. The glyphosate is down in the north pasture. These two just play constantly. So I got to watch because the cattle run into the road. And the dog doesn't know yet to watch for cars. The cat will. Okay. I got to spray glyphosate down in the North Prairie to knock down anything that's come up down there, as well as some brush at the corner of the road. I'm clearing down there to plant a new tree at the very end of our land. There's just a mess, a tangle of vines and weed trees and stuff right in the corner down there that I need to get rid of. So I got to spray glyphosate down there, and I got to spray 2 tanks of 2,4-D up in the pasture up here. I sprayed 1 before the rain started a couple days ago. Seems like a couple weeks. I sprayed 1 tank. Well, let's take a look. I hope you're behaving down there, dog. Don't let that cat get you into something you can't get out of, dog. You got to learn that about cats. They will trick you. So, the pasture up here, I already sprayed the most egregious patches of weeds with 2,4-D a couple days ago, 3 days ago. Now I need to go back and just walk back and forth and knock down whatever weeds are not already shriveling up. With 2,4-D, they shrivel up pretty quick, so I'll be able to see what hasn't been hit and knock that down as well. I had my daughter cut it above the height of the new grass, so the new grass should be coming up and the weeds should be knocked back a bit. So we should be able to kill back these weeds pretty good. Okay, the mailman just went by. I gotta make sure I keep an eye on her when he's around, because once he delivers the mail down at the end of the road, he comes flying up the road. He's been going slower because he knows we have a puppy, but still too fast for a puppy. They don't know what's going on. Okay, too far. Izzy, get up here. You do not follow cats into the woods. Sorry, big girl. Play with the chicken. You know better than that, huh? Hi, big girl. Hi, honey. We have to wait for the mailman to go by. Izzy? Izzy? You stay here where I can see you, honey. There you go. Good girl. Let this mailman go by. Chicken always wants whatever the dog has. It's pretty funny. She'll chase the dog around trying to get whatever the dog has. Animals. Okay, so what else do I have on here? I need to pick up some grass seed on the way to the meet tonight. My daughter, hey, you watch out for that chicken. She will put your eye out. You get out of here. You want to fight? Izzy? No, leave it. And then the last thing I need to do is pick up some pasture seed. I'll get about 10 pounds and sprinkle that. I'll have to do it tomorrow. I'm going to pick that up on the way to see Natalie's meet tonight, which is over an hour away, and it starts at 3. So we got to leave pretty damn early today. So I'll get done what I can get done. I'll start with the fertilizing in there. Okay, that about does it for fertilizing this stuff. I used full strength, and by full strength I mean the strength that you use for stuff in pots, which is a teaspoon per gallon. It's just 20. And then I used some CalMag, which was recommended by Tammy, which may help them out a bit. So now I need to mist this stuff really good to get the tops where the seeds are, to get them nice and moist. So I need to drag the hose over here, but in order to actually mist, I have to fix the hose. If you saw when I was doing that last burning, well, maybe it wasn't the last burning, it was when I burnt the oats. There was a loop of the hose into the oats, and I didn't see it. So it burned the hose. So I got to cut a chunk of it out, splice it back together, and hopefully it reaches. It's at least 100-foot hose. We had 120-foot hoses as well, so it should reach. Get in here, mist this stuff, and then get on to that spraying. Went through 2 nozzles. They're in the garbage here. Tried cleaning them out. They just leak and spray all over the place. Not that this one's a whole lot better. Oh. Yeah, get it off that. It has a mode called soaker that just lets the water go through all of the nozzles, and it just makes a huge mess. I swear to God, these things are designed by morons. Yeah, and this one leaks all over the place. I'm gonna have to try to tighten it up a bit. It's like these things, you're lucky if they last 1 year. Yeah, real good quality there. So I gotta put sprayer head on my list. So I went out, and after I messed around with this sprayer for what seemed like forever, I went out and sprayed the 2,4-D on the pasture up there, or right there. I sprayed 1 tank, which is 2 gallons. I got as much done as I could because I noticed the time. It is exactly noon right now, and I have to knock off. I have to do some stuff, get ready for the meet, and then we will be leaving for the meet at about 1:45 because it is, well, it's well over an hour away. So that's going to do it for today. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to get this wavy hair grass in, try to get the rest of the transplants from here. There's a few lupine. Right here is one. There's one, and I believe there's one hiding up. Yeah, there's one right there. Oh, there's a chicken. And there's a couple of hollyhock there. I don't think I have to move them. The dozer is going to come right through here. So Anything I don't pull out of here is history. There's some red columbine. It's in a bad spot. It doesn't like the sun. And there's not a whole hell of a lot other than that. I'll get this Rudbeckia as well, Black-Eyed Susan. This right here, I believe, is curly dock weed. But there's a good amount of Black-Eyed Susan here. So I have a few plants that need transplanting. The last time I did the transplanting, it took quite a few hours to get this stuff moved over there. So I'm guessing if I just did transplanting and put in that wavy hair grass tomorrow, it may take the whole damn day. But we'll see. Hi, kitty. Okay, I am still on dog sitting duty, so I gotta go in and see if she's still napping and possibly take her for a walk. So I'm gonna give this a spritz of water, that a spritz of water, and go tend to the dog. No, you stay off my plants. So make sure you subscribe, click on the update icon so you're notified when I post new videos. A thumbs up would be great as well. Hey, watch your butt. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.